Good evening, guys. In our last class, we designed the footer. This footer you can we designed this footer, and the video for that has been made available. I don't know if we've been able to access it. And Abigail says, "Don't forget to record." No problem, no problem at all. It's recording right now. So we designed this footer in our last class, and the class before that, we designed this header. Towards the end of one of the classes, I just sort of started this that I'm highlighting right now, but I'm going to delete it because I want you to see how to do it. So I've gone to Pages in a new tab. I'm just going to go ahead and click on Home Page, Edit with Elementor, because that's our front page. What we're going to be building in this class is everything here you're looking at. I'm going to try to speed up the class because we have quite a lot to cover. So let's just see. Okay. So our page is loading up. Let's just give it some time. Our page is going to be up any minute. I said this in our last class that if you know how to understand the structure of containers, there is absolutely no limit to what you can build. So WordPress gives you a drag and drop. It's mainly a drag and drop system. You need to, especially with Elementor, you have to understand how to drag. You're basically dragging widgets in their right. You're dragging widgets and containers in their right. According to to fall in place with the right structure of what you want to build. The reason we're building these things from scratch and not using something like a theme or a template is because we want you to know how to actually build from scratch all by yourself without the aid of a theme or a template. While themes and templates are good, once you become incredibly good at design, you would find out that, well, not every theme or template is worth your money. And if you have to pay for themes and templates, if you have to buy a template every time you need to to handle a project for a client, it's going to eat into your own commission, your own payments for the job. Because just imagine someone wants you to do a job and all they have is $100. Are you now going to take $50 to just go get a theme? Would you spend $59 on just a theme? That's why we're teaching you how to build from scratch. A lot of people who are not so good at web design end up spending their money paying for themes and paying for plugins. They try to buy the premium versions of a lot of themes, and that is absolutely unnecessary, because one of the core principles of web design is that you can always make do with what you have. There are and there will be few instances where your resources will not be able to afford you the luxury of building some of the things you would want to build. Very few instances. If you really understand how WordPress web design now, if you really understand how it works, in most cases, you'll be able to build almost any and everything you need regarding the visuals of a website from scratch. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete this. I told you everything is in structure. From here, I can see that this is one structure, and these are two containers seated in it. This is an image widget. This is a text. This is a heading widget, and this is a text editor widget, and this is a plugin widget. Now, because we have designed this button already, because we have designed this button already, I'm just going to go ahead and see when we built the footer, we designed this button. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and open the footer. When we build the header, I'm just going to go ahead and open the header first. So we're going to come to Dashboard, come to Elements Kit, over and click on Header Footer. We want to open the header to see where our header lives. And then we forgot something on our header. Let's just go ahead and say Open Header, because this is the header that is active right now. I see some of the students did their assignments. This is good. This is good. So let's just go ahead and open the header now. When our header loads, while we're doing this is to save time. That's the beauty of using things like tools like Elementor. You can just drag something you've built. Now, once you know how to handle design, you know how to build with Elementor, you can go ahead and build full company websites and just keep them as your own templates. So when a client comes and says, I want this job, then you just install your template and activate it and tailor it to their brand. And that's it. That way you can finish a project within a day or two. And usually clients are surprised, like, how did you finish that in a day or two? Oh yeah. So it's good to do that. The reason you're not advised to just buy a template and do that is because in terms of structure, most templates we have on the template market do not have the right structure. They miss out on a lot of things. The thing is because the designers or the developers build those templates just to help you to see what it can be like. It's not for you, it's not the actual thing that it should be. But unfortunately, a lot of web designers just copy and paste. They install a template, import a demo version, and just let that demo version run with very minor edits, which is practically wrong. So now I'm on our headers, on the button, the CTA button in our header. When I hover on it, nothing happens. But you come to theirs and you hover on theirs, and you see that there's this change in color. It's pretty much an easy thing that we missed out on. So to come here, click on the button, come to the style tab, come to border and set the border to solid. Once you set the border to solid, the next thing you want to do is give the border a width and then adjust the radius. So you're just going to come here to where it says border width and just say something like 2px is probably what you need. And the color, you could copy the color of the background, which is 1E. Then you could move on to switch to the hover tab because that effect happens only when you switch to hover. So now before we switch to hover, let's add the border color here. We've done that. See, our button looks a little bigger now. If you like, by the way, if you like and you don't want a border on the normal version, you could just go ahead and just remove the values, set it to 0 and unlink. Then switch to hover tab. Hover tab has its own, interface. So you come in and just say, you know what, let's put this, link it here for hover tab. I think the same value might, appear again. Then the border color already, just you want to touch it one more time. Now we've set our border color for the hover version. Now you just want to come to the background and pick the color, drag it till it becomes transparent, so that when they hover, only the border color would appear. So see, that means I need to touch my text because our text is still white, but the border has kicked in. So just going to come to text, still on hover tab, and just paste the color. Then you get this. That's exactly how they have this effect. And you now have the same effect here. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's that easy, really. So now we have this button here. We're going to copy this button to our new page. But first, let's talk structure. I said it, these are two containers in one container. So the first thing you're going to do is create the mother container. Flexbox, this direction, remember, because it's left to right. So you pick this arrow key, and there you have this. You tap on this, look at the container here, you drag it in. Come to structure on the right side of your page. This is structure, you tap on that container that is inside, and right-click, then duplicate it. Now that container has been duplicated. Next thing you want to do is tap the plus sign again in the container on the right, and then type image so you can get an image widget and drag it here. Your image widget is ready, and you come in here, select the image. We've already uploaded this. That's the image. So you're just going to go ahead, and now you have your image. Next thing you want to do is tap the plus sign here, drag the heading. You drag the heading widget in this place. You want to do that again. You want to like right click, so I could bring my widgets back. And you come here, drag the editor, the text editor, drag it to come underneath this place. And you go back to your header now. See that button we had? Just copy it. And come back to the home page. Now hover on the text editor. You hover on the widget or the element you want what you've copied to come after. So you just say paste. Boom, and it's here. Next thing we want to do is come to the edit tab so we can copy the color of our button one more time. We've copied it. Let's go to this text, change the color first. Color has been changed. And change the typography, the font. Well, for the sake of this class, let's use Playfair. Let's say Playfair. And let's go and copy the text we see there, where business meets the world. Great. Just copy and say where business meets the world. Beautiful. Next you want to do is copy this text. One platform, global ambition, local account. Just come here, come to this, click on this, then paste. It's going to work its thing there and you're going to say it. So now let's go and inspect. Remember I told you to inspect. You just highlight the text you want to inspect. Right click, you're going to see something called inspect and inspect tool on the list. If you're using Chrome, Firefox, or Safari, then now it's ready. You can see that that's the color right there. Now this is the font size, 5 Arial, which is 49px. Line height is 1, font weight is 2. Keep in mind that these values might not be entirely the same because you don't know what plugin they use to do theirs. So now that we know those values, we just have to copy them and attempt them in our website. So you're going to go ahead and come to homepage, come here, and then make this 49px. See the size. Sorry, let's drag our text. Doesn't look as big as theirs, does it? No, it doesn't. So what you want to do is just increase that a bit to 56. Well, 56 sort of looks like what we want. Now on the one platform, you want to touch that text. Come here. And you want to just change it up a bit. Let's use overpass because that's what we've been using for font lately. So overpass it is. Now you want to come here and hover on this as well to know what the size, text size will be. But my guess is it's going to be between 14 to 18px. And there it is, 18px. So we'll just test it to see if 18px is beautiful enough. Yeah, this looks good enough. So 18px it is. Now, you see, this content is like to the top, but if you come here, theirs is like centered, like in the middle, see? But ours is like to the top. If I publish now, and you go to the front page of our website, go to the front page, let's refresh this. Remember, we've deleted this. Let's refresh. You see our text is to the top. So how do you make it come down to the middle? It's justify content. You're going to come to structure, tap on the first container, which is that container where those items be. See these items here? You see this text and this button? Remember in structure, the first heading, that's the text. That text is saying, that's the first heading widget. Text editor, that's the text editor widget. Button, so structure shows you all the things you've dragged on your page into your page. So let's go to container. That's what we want to touch. So justify content, see one that says center. We're just going to tap it. See, I tapped on that and it moved our text down. So this is what we have right now. We're just going to hit publish. Click on this. We want to take out that design as a decoration that we can see. Just take it out. Yep. So now we're looking good and ready to run. Let's go to the front page and see. We need to know the difference between theirs and ours. See, and this is where our text starts from. Let's see where theirs starts from. Theirs is like, a bit more to the right, like on the line, the same line with the logo. See that? Like same line type of thing, like a line drawing. So let's just go and say, it's simple how to figure that out. Just come to your heading and check the width. Where's the 1250px here? Just copy that, come back to your home page, come to the width, paste it, 1250px. Now we have 1250px. Let's go to our heading and see if we have any paddings. We've got paddings, but not on the left and right. So we're good. You come back to your home page and see we're good here. Now there's a tiny space. See, there's a space between this header and this content. That's a padding. And there's a space between this place and this one. So let's go. Switch to the advanced tab, still on the mother container, by the way. Switch to the advanced tab, unlink the values, then switch this from px to rem and come to top and start increasing it. 1, 2, 3, until you get an appreciable amount of space that looks exactly like what you're trying to simulate. So 3 looks a little close. Let's just make it 4 and see. Okay, it's definitely 4. It's got to be 4, or unless we can work with 4, even though 4 looks too much. So because you're using 4 on the top, you might just want to go ahead and say 4 on the bottom as well, just for good design. So now we have this here. We're ready to proceed. Okay, let's take a look at it again on the front end. Boom, what do you know? See, our logo, our text, our logo, our text seem to be on the same line, just like that. Now, this, notice the text breaks at fx-all. If you want to do that, you want to achieve exactly that, well, you might just do the line break thing. But I think we're good because we have that already, considering we're using the exact same font size. So I would say we're good. Now, next thing you want to do is build the next section. We'll come back to our home page. Now we can close the header because we've gotten what we wanted from it. Close the header. Now we're just going to go ahead. Let's see. Good. What's the next section? This is the next section. Now, this section is a little bit different from that one. The alignment and the arrangements of the containers are not the same. I'm just going to close the live chat button here. Good. I just closed that pop-up. Now, so this is the container. This is one container with, let me try to count the containers I can see here. I think I can see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell me how I'm seeing 5 containers. The first is the overall container. See the overall container, this entire thing you're seeing. See, watch the movement of my mouse. This whole thing, everything here is seated in one container. The next container is the container that you can't really see, but has to be the container that these 3 columns sit in, right? That's the second container. And the third one is this column here, this guy. The fourth one is this second column for global payments, and the fifth one is this. So why is this not sitting in a container? This text, well, it's sitting in the container, but it's sitting in the mother container. And let's try to actualize that. First thing you want to do is click on this. Now, what direction do you choose? You're going to choose the down direction. Why? Because you see, under this text comes this element, right? Let's go ahead. Down. First thing you want to drag in is the heading. Now, how do you want to do that? Would you like to create a heading, drag in heading afresh? If you drag in heading afresh, that's going to waste your time. So just do Control Z. What you want to do is copy this. Paste. Now I've pasted that. Hold up, guys. I think someone is unmuted. Please mute your mics. Okay. So next thing, now that we've pasted this, you just want to switch to the Style tab and make the alignment center. So center it is. Good. Now, you want to take note of the size because this isn't as big as this, and they're not the same font. So just hover on this, right-click, instant, so we can inspect. Now let's go see what text size they're using and all the details we can get. Inspect again. Okay. Font weight, font family is still Sophia Pro. Font size is 30.06. Sorry, 30.6. Font weight is 7. Okay, well, we could make do with that. We don't have Sophia Pro, so we're just going to edit this and change it to our font overpass, which is what we've chosen for this example. Overpass. So change the size to 30.6. Not so large now, if you ask me. Let's just increase it a bit. Maybe 40 would do. So this is overpass. We're just going to come here and copy that text. Go to the content tab, copy this, then paste the one we copied. We want it to look exactly like that. Give Elementor a while. Boom, this is it. Now, you see here, it says everything global business banking should be minus the bank. Now we have the text here. Well, the text is a long text and ours looks too much. Maybe that's why we might need to bring our font size down a bit to 30. See, and that 30, it just kind of sticks. So let's just try updating the weight to 700, just like we saw there. There seems thick, a bit thicker than ours, if you ask me. Let's try 800. So 800 seems a little appropriate. Great, so now it's 800. Now, come back here and click on the main container. That main container, right-click on it. Sorry, right-click on an empty space, don't forget. So we just want to bring our widgets back. See our widget again on the left? See container, that's where you're going to drag. Now drag it all the way until it comes under that text. Boom, we have it under the text now. Now click the plus sign, drag a mini container into that one. Great. See, now see, This box is for that first container we dragged into this, and this smaller box is for the other one that we just dragged into it. So you're going to right click on the smaller box and duplicate it. Mind you, if you can't do this here, remember you can always do it from structure. Always holds everything you need. So if you can't do it here, you could do it from structure. You could just come here. You see the two containers? You just right click and duplicate. Then tap on the main container. See, that's the overall container. Then change the direction to horizontal. Boom. We just created the mother container for this other smaller containers. Can you see how we just did that? The first thing you want to do is drag in the text. So you're just going to copy this, copying that, and come here and paste it in this container. Don't worry, we're going to edit the text, so you have nothing to worry about. Once we edit the text, we'll be all good. So I'm just going to go ahead and edit the text. We've got multi-currency business account. So copy, come to the content tab and paste it. Now remember, I told you you need to ensure a line break, which is this symbol, the BR, and close. Now we have our line break. Now just copy that text and paste it in the other containers. Paste. Next thing you want to do is come back here and look at them. Global payments. Come here and edit this to global payments. This doesn't need a line break because there's nothing under it. And come here. It says team payments made easy. You're just going to come here and say team payments made easy. Hold up. Let's look at something. Okay, so under made easy, that's where the line break is. Put the symbol, put the BR, and put the close. Great. Now you'll observe that the text underneath, right? You're just going to go here. See this text we have? You're just going to copy it. If you notice, I'm not dragging widgets afresh because there's really no need. We already have like some of the widgets we need here. I'm just going to paste this here. I'm going to go to the style tab first and change the alignment to center, right? I'm coming back here. I'm going to copy this. Sorry, hold up. Boom. We're going to come to the content tab, switch to code. Whenever you want to paste in a text editor, switch to code, then paste it. Then you're going to come back here and copy this. Okay, and you're going to come back here. Oh, shoot, we didn't like copy the elements. Well, it's simple. Let's just duplicate this and then switch the code on this one and just paste it. Then easy, drag this to come under the text. Great. Now even duplicate that as well. Drag it to come under this text. Great. We're just going to come here now and copy the last text. Now that text has been copied. Come to code, switch to code, and paste. And see, we're getting there. You're going to see how we're going to recreate this. I skipped some things intentionally because we have a separate, we're going to have time to talk about it. What did I skip? You see this image here, this gradient color, a blend of colors you can see? That's what I skipped. We're also going to skip it here, and we're going to skip it here. I'll tell you why. You're going to know pretty soon. So just hold up. Now we have this. Next thing you can see, the next thing we need is image widgets. We need image widgets. So it's pretty easy. You just want to copy this image widgets we have here and hover on the text. Remember I said always hover on where the element or the widget you want that copied widget to come right under. So paste. Come here, paste. Come here, paste. And go to the main site and download those specific images. I'm just going to save image right now and save. And come here, click on this, click on widget images, sorry, and drag this. Great. While that is loading, come here, download the next image. Come back here, click on this, and come here and drag it in. Okay, select, come here, click on this, save the next image as well. Save, and come back here, click on this, drag that image as well. Easy peasy. This is all you have to master, something as playful as this. So now we have our image in place. Next thing we want to do is get the color. See this color? I'm just going to hover on it. Right click, click on inspect so we can, see what color it is. Now to get that, I can see a color here. This is F2, F2. Well, let's just tap on it. I want to use the pencil. And click on this. What do you know? Still F2, F2. Copy, F2, F2, F2. So come here. You're going to come to, now, where are you pasting that color? On the container they're sitting in. See this? This container. Not this one, because this is the model container for those triplets. So this one is what we're going to click on. Switch the style tab, set the background to classic, come to color, and paste. Boom, there you have it. Now, come here, switch to style tab, come to classic, and paste. Do the same thing for the last one. Style, classic, color, paste. Now, let's just hover on this a little bit and inspect one more time. We want to try to find the radius they're using. By radius, I mean the rounded corner. 1 rem is what they're using, which is about 9px. Easy. So just come here, tap on this. Under the same style tab, go to border. And then go to border type, set it to solid. We're going to edit that, don't worry. So now values here, you can just do this on link and then come to radius and set it to 10px. Do not unlink that. Now let's click on this. See, this is what we have. Is the shape looking like this one? Yeah, a little bit. We made it what? Sorry, we made it 10px. This was 9. Let's just increase ours a bit to 12. 12 is looking, yeah, a little too much. So let's touch on it a bit. Border, 10 it is. So come to this, come to border, make it 10. Border type, well, solid, width, none for now. Come to this. I'll tell you why we're activating the border type. Solid, border width, none, unlink, radius, make it 10. Now, we need an inner padding. See, because the text start on the edge, the TP top, while this is properly relaxed inside. So, and you see the images are they're like stuck, they're pinned to the bottom. So you want to do this, just come here, come to this, click on this. That's the container, right? Go to advanced tab, unlink first, px, switch it to rem. And the inner padding, top, give it 2, 3, or whatever you think is appropriate. I think 3 is appropriate. Then the bottom, you don't add anything because bottom has to stay 0. If you add to it, you're just going to make things worse for yourself, okay? Because we don't want to add anything. We want the image to be pinned down. So 0. Now, left and right, try 2 rem. Let's see. This looks like 2 rem. Let's see. Let's make us 2 rem as well. So come here. Do the same thing here. Style tab, padding, unlink, and switch to rem. 3 on top. And then right 2 rem, left 2 rem, bottom, nothing. Do the same here. Style tab, unlink, switch to rem, top 3, right 2, left 2. Great. Now, what do you know? But this text, this image is still hanging. Easy. Come back to this container, switch to the layout tab. As far as the contents inside are concerned, it is justify content that determines whether they're hanging, tilted to the top, or pinned down. So you want to pin it down. And I told you, start is left and end is right. Do you understand? In this case, that's the whole structure for the bottom. You say start, image, the contents are going to be on top. Center, they're going to be centered. But bottom is where we want it to be. So just say end. Boom. You see your content down, right? Let's do the same thing for this one. Just come here, justify content, same thing. Come here, justify content, same thing. Pretty easy. Now, next thing you want to do is work on your spacings, because now we have to work on our spacings because our content looks like a little too scattered, right? So now to get this result where, you know, we have this moving up here, it's quite easy. We could have padding a bit. Let's try this. 2, and I just made it 1. Come here, tweak that padding a bit. Made it 1 as well. Come here. Now, this is also going to require space on top. Let's make this one 3. Now let's look at it. Looking good, but we need a different approach. Now, come here. Come back. Hold up. I think we might have made a tiny mistake. Hold up. Correct. Correct. Okay, increase this back to 3. And okay, so now let's try a different approach. Switch to Layout tab. Instead of end, let's attempt anything between these 3. So space between. Space around. No. Space evenly. No. So space between it is. Done. Come here. Layout tab. Space between. Great. Come here. Layout tab. Space between. Great. Now, Advanced tab. It's looking like what we want. Close this. Come here. Now you notice the space between this content looks a little too much. So what you want to do is come to this particular container, change the values for the gaps. What you want to do is change the value for the gaps, because the gap is what is responsible for that. So we're going to change the value, just unlink it. Then come to the next container, unlink. You see nothing is taking effect here because these things have like a structure thing. So by the time you do it for the third one, boom, the difference is kicked in. Great. So now you can see we've unlinked these things, and this is what it looks like now. Next thing I want to do is restore the gaps one after the other. Come to this particular container. You see how theirs is, how it looks? You see their text is like close to the image based on what we can see here. Their text is like right close to the image. So you want to just try something a bit. Come to that particular text, Advanced tab, switch to REM for the padding. Try 1 REM. Let's see if that's enough. Make it 1.5. Let's see. Okay, and copy that style. Hold up, publish the changes. Take a look at it. Looking good. Come here. Okay. I say we're looking good. Let's take note of the breakpoints for this content. Okay. By the way, if you want to get things laser like you want to get the whole thing with laser focused accuracy, you want to get like the exact same thing. You might put line breaks between all the text, all the lines, like a line break here, a line break here, and a line break here. But we're not doing that yet. Let's take a look at what we're doing first. Scroll down. Okay, this is what it's looking like on the front end. We don't want this to be all too close. We're just going to touch it a bit. Come here and just make it 0.5 on the bottom. Now save. Now go to the overall container, which is the container everything is sitting in. Go to padding, and under advanced, unlink the values, switch to REM, add 4. Remember, 4 was what we used for the one on top. Does that give us an ample space, like this space in between? Yes, it does. Space in between. Then add 4 to the bottom as well. Now we have this. Let's publish this and take a look. Mind you, there are different ways to achieve what you're looking at. You could take it, by the time you master design, you could take a totally different approach and get this exact same thing. So there's no hard and fast rule. My way is not the only way. Design is vast, strategies are vast, infinite, and you could always come up with yours. So now take a look at something. There's a space between their content. Ours does not have that space. Where is the false coming from? It's coming from that container that they're sitting in. See this mother container right here? Mama container is the problem. So just come to this gaps and unlink the values. Then for columns, because that's what you want to touch on, make it 30. This is what 30 looks like. Is that enough space? No, it's not. Make 30 40. Is 40 the right thing? Yes. That's what it looks like. So publish that. Now let's see how compact theirs is. This is where theirs start. Ours is like a little inside, which means the container weight has something to do with it. Just come here, tap on this, the overall container, come to layout, and you want to try 1250, which is what we used for the other one. So let's go take a look, save. Okay, it's loading. Okay. Great. Okay. So this is it. We've added the spacings, and this is what we have. This text is a little too small to me. I don't know about you. This looks bigger than our everything. So let's just go. Maybe we might try to, let's try a different font. DM Sans. Let's see DM Sans. Does it look like what they have there? No, it doesn't. Let's try another version of DM Sans. DM Sans display. No, it doesn't. But this DM Sans display, it looks like it might be good for this text. So let's just play around with the font a bit and say DM Sans display. A little too bold. Let's say 400. Well, we don't have their font, so we just want to simulate it however we can. So extra light, 300. Okay, save this. Then come back here. Let's change that font. In the absence of a font, let's try Legend. Let me see. I know this fonts because I've used them, okay? By the time you master your stuff, you're going to know your fonts as well. Let's try Lato. Would Lato give us what we want? No, it wouldn't. So I guess our best shot, how about Roboto? Let's see Roboto. Not so much. Well, lastly, WorkSense. If WorkSense doesn't do it, we're just going to revert back to Overpass. Nope, it's not. How can I tell that they're not the right fonts? I'm looking at how their letter appears. Look at their G, right? That's what I'm looking at, how their letters appear. So far, so good. I think DM Sans was not it. So was Lato it? No, Lato wasn't. Lexend. Maybe Lexend was close. Yeah, Lexend was close. Let's see. Go back to 700. Yeah, Lexend was close. So just make this 32. Yeah, Lexend seems close. Before we stick with Lexend, let's try, well, Just. Let's try Just. We'll just do the job. Just sort of looks smart and sharp. Okay, I don't know about you, but I think I'm comfortable with Just. So make just 33, or no, not 30, so it's okay. Just publish. So we're gonna go with Just. Let's just update all the fonts to Just. Sorry, the fonts in this container. This is what Just looks like. Not close, but well, we'll do for now. So let's make this bigger because this text here looks bigger than this one. Well, let's just make this 34. Looks too much, but 33. Come here, want it to be bigger. Make this 30.6, just like we saw. So just copy this one and paste the style. Not paste. If you paste, it's going to paste the same elements. See? So Control Z, where you want to paste the style. Copy. You've already copied, just hover on it, paste style. Great. Now let's go take a look at what we have. on the front end. Refresh. Okay, looks good. Next, we move to this container. How many containers can you see? I can see 3 containers, or let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can see 5 containers again. Why? Same principles apply. Remember, this is the first container, this is the second container, this is the third container. Although in order of design progression, the first container, the first is the container they're all sitting in. That's the first. The second one is the one this 3 is sitting in, which is like, the where this 3 containers are residing. And the third is this first one, fourth is this, and the fifth is this. So same principle apply. Now, let's just go ahead and create. Still, the first container should just be like this, right? Hold up, I missed the direction. It should be down. Yes. So what you want to do is just, you could just hit the plus sign and drag another container into it. When you do that, you see structure, look at structure, keep your eyes on structure. I'm just going to go ahead and tap on this text. See that text? Now let's duplicate it. I duplicated it right in structure. Now I'm going to drag that text to that container. Boom. See, I have it right now. This sitting and this right here. So I'm just going to click the plus sign here. Then I'm going to drag this container in here. Now this one that is right in here, I'm going to duplicate it. This one again, duplicate it. We need 3 of those. Then I'm hitting on the mother container where the 3 is seated, like this one. I'm going to change the direction to horizontal. Boom, there you have it. So the 3 small containers have been set up. First, you want to change this text. Getting your truly financial account is easy. That's what the text says. That's what it reads. So just come in and update it. You're going to touch the font because we have to use this font that we, DM Sans. So you could just come in and say copy and paste style if you want to do that. But if you do that, see, it makes that one huge. So remember to update the size. 30.06. Change the alignment to center. There you have it. This is what you have. So take a look. This looks bigger than this text, which means this should be bigger. So just come back here and make it 34. Great. Now, this inner containers, their backgrounds are white. I'm just going to come here and click on this. Background should be white. It's not going to show if you do that right now. See? So here, background should be, classic, white. White is harsh, FFF. Do the same for the third one. You're going to say classic, color, 1, 2, 3, FFF. Great. Now, next thing you want to do is try to get this background, right? Simple. We're just going to inspect it to see if it's an image. I have a feeling it's an image. Now, when you want to pick an image from a website using the inspect tool, you don't come down here to search for it. You go up, look for something called sources. I'm going to click on more tabs. Sources. See that? Click on it. Now, you see, we have WP folders right here. WP content, WP includes. That tells you that this website was built with WordPress, by the way. So just say WP content. Let's say uploads. We're going to see what we're looking for. Let's start checking. So this logo is in this folder. This one's in this folder. Let's go check. Okay. Okay. We're still searching. So we can't find them in uploads. Let's go to themes. Sometimes people hide content. Nothing here. Okay. Assets. Image. There's all the images on the site. Boom. What do you know? We found it. So which is it? This or this? Let's just look at our image. Green is to the right. It's got to be this. Green is to the left on this one. So it's got to be this one. Just all you want to do is come here, tap on this, right click, and save image. Boom. We saved our image, and hold up 1 second. Let's try that again. Rainbow. Okay, it actually saved. So we're just gonna come here, click on the overall container, style tab, classic, because we want to put it in the background, right? Sorry, not color now. Image. Go to upload. Select the file. Now we're looking for rainbow. Not yet. Not yet. Probably not this folder. Let's see. I may have pasted it. Good. This is it. Rainbow.jpg. It's been saved. Good. There we have it. Select. Now you see why we had to put our containers in white, our smaller containers. See? So next you're going to do is add the top and bottom padding. What does it look like to you? This looks like 5 to 6 rem to me. The bottom also looks like 5 rem. Let's try that. Pad. You see? Click on the overall container, come to Advanced tab, padding on link, change to rem. Try 5. Boom. Try 5 on the bottom. Well, 5 isn't cutting it, so let's just increase it to 7 or 8. Increase the bottom to 7. Well, and 8. Now you see we have our image in the background, but if you notice, it's not like really giving us that exact look, because that's, you see the colors are coming up, but ours is not coming up yet. Then we'll go back to the container style tab, and then you go to position, set it to center. See, it's coming up. Then repeat, set it to no repeat. You can leave attachments as default. The display size you want to set to cover. Boom, and there you have it. So now, next thing we want to do is update this containers. So you're going to come here. What we have here is this, an icon, we have an icon, we have a text. So how do we get this? The icon first, the text, and the smaller text underneath. Because it's in numbers, you have different approaches. Number one, you could try to check the icon library. To do that, you have to drag an actual icon. Let's just drag this here and see if we can find anything like that. Is there a number 1 in here? The icon tab is loading. Let's go back and check again. Check again. Okay, tap 1, type 1. If we find anything like that, we're in luck. Or we can't find anything like that. So delete the icon tab. Next thing you're going to try is a button. Sometimes you might be lucky. Drag this button here. Click on 1. Right? Then come to Style tab. Go to Radius. Make it 100. Radius is not giving you what you want. Maybe switch to percentage and try 100 again. Still not giving us what we want. Okay. I mean, we could tweak this to give us what we want, quite honestly. See, I just unlinked the padding. You could just go ahead and be like, well, 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, 1 on the left, and 1 on the right. Well, to make it beautiful, you can say 0.2 on the right and 0.2 on the left. You could just like tweak it, but this isn't like the best approach. Do you understand? Because anything could go wrong. They could view this in another tab and, you know, it's gone. And another kind of laptop that is not yours. So let's just type number. Well, we don't have a number plugin coming. We don't have a number widget coming up. So our best solution right now might be to use a text. Let's say heading. Drag a heading in here. By the way, there are plugins that have number widgets. Before we proceed, let's go to our Elementor admin. Go to Elements Kit. Tap on it. Not header footer now. Elements Kit. Let's go see if we have the number widget active. If Elements Kit provides that. And this is the dashboard. You're just going to come to widgets because that's what you're looking for. Let's hold up for let's let the page load. It's working. It's working. Sometimes I'm just gonna open it in a new tab, but yeah, widgets. So because you probably don't know where the number is, you just want to do Control F and type number. Well, clearly there isn't a number widget here. Okay. Let's run through our widgets and see if we can find anything for number. By the way, I showed you how you could achieve that number using 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 the button, right? You could achieve it using, excuse me, you could achieve it using the button. Alternatively, you could use a text. I think I'm going to show us how to use the text. But sometimes the best way is to find a plugin that would give you that particular feature. If you find a plugin that would give you that, then you're not going to have to like spend your time running around looking for a solution for that. So I think I should go ahead, hold up. I think I should go ahead and show you how to achieve it with a text or with a heading. It's the same process for achieving it with a text editor and the heading. So hold on, let me show you that first. We can't find anything in Elements yet. Let's go here. This is the text. You're just going to come here and say 1. Then you're going to come to Advanced tab. Then maybe Background. Then do a little thing here, color. Put a random color for now. Then come to border, and you want to say radius 100. Then you come to layout again and say this. See how I did that? I just tapped on align stuff and I made it center. Next you want to do is padding, a little padding, just to make it sit right. So you might leave that on PX, say left 10, right 10, top 10, and 10. So let's try 5 and 5. Starting to look like what we might be able to use. Make this 11 and make this 11. Sorry, 12, but 12. Then come here, come to text, switch it. Let's say, what text? Let's see. Okay, it looks like a regular thing. So just okay, guys, I'm back. My Bluetooth device disconnected. So now let's just try font size 14, too small, 20, too small, 32, maybe. Text, make it white, FFF. Go to the background again. Maybe try the main background, the black shade we've been using, 1E, 1E, 1E. Boom, what do you know? Come to border type, none. What do you know? You have something like this. But is this the best approach? To tell you the truth, well, sometimes it's great, depending on the screen, or depending on the laptop screen the person is using. You know, so on some screens that might actually work. On other screens, it might fail. It might not be the best solution for you. So what we're going to do, we have two options. You could install a pro version of Elementor. Sometimes you might, well, if you're lucky, you might get like the number icon, because in most cases, the number icon is like your best bet. Excuse me. You might install you could install, or you could go ahead and install an icon widget. Some persons do that. You just have to find what you think is going to be the best thing for you or the best strategy for you. Now, hold up. Let me look in our plugin directory and see if I can find a plugin that will do exactly that for us. Just stand by. Maybe we might just get lucky and see a plugin, because this is not like perfect design, and so you want something that gives you like a pixel perfect design. Okay. By the way, if you want to play around, you could just come to plugins and try something like icons and see what icons come up for you. Bear in mind that not all icons you install here might show up in Elementor, not all of them. So we have menu icons here. Might be nice to add. Maybe let's just install and see. I know that one, that's why I'm installing it. Then there's also there should be something like Sky Boot. Then there's icon element. Yeah, it comes with 6,000 icons. Really, install it, maybe. Then there should be Sky Boot. Let's look for Sky Boot. It's I usually use these three in my designs and my websites. On the websites, let's see. Sky Boot. This is it. Sky Boot custom icon for Elementor. Now, these three plugins I just talked about, or I just made references to, if you activate them, all of them, they will always show up in Elementor. So I'm activating Sky Boot now. Okay, Sky Boot is ready. Let's go to plugins so we can activate the others. Okay, menu icons. You could just tap on it and tap on the icon element and just say activate. Now, there's no guarantee they're going to come with the number, but still, we just want to check to see. Just checking. Doesn't harm to check. So let's save this first, publish. Always save your changes before hitting a reload. So reload this page. While that is working, okay, page is reloading. Great, we're here. So okay, next thing you want to do is say icon one more time. Uh-oh, drag that icon right here. Great, come to the icon library again. Let it load for a while. Now we got tons of icons here. See them? It's going to take a while for them to load up. Like, okay, coming up. Let's type 1 and see what our options are. Do we have the number 1? No, we do not. Let's type 1. No, by the way, these plugins are installed would always give you incredible options. They would always give you incredible icon options. So I always recommend them. They tend to be prettier than Elementor's default plugins. Default icons, rather. They tend to be prettier than Elementor's default icons. So if we can't find something for the numbers, we could just go ahead, hold up. Let's see, the number 2. Okay. We don't have anything for that. Just going to go ahead and test out another plugin. Now let's go to add plugin. We're going to search for a plugin called Unlimited Elements. Unlimited Elements. There's a free version of it, which is what we're going to install right now. Hold up, Elements. That's what I meant to type. We're searching for something. Install. This is what you want to install. Unlimited elements for Elementor. Not unlimited blocks for unlimited blocks library, no. Unlimited elements for Elementor. Every time you see the text or the phrasing for Elementor, it means if you install that plugin, you can use it within Elementor as well. So we're activating it. Once it's done, please take note of these plugins I've been mentioning. The first one I introduced you to was Elements Kit. The second one I'm introducing you to now is unlimited elements for Elementor. I'm just going to skip this. The third I introduced you to are a set of icon plugins. And I said menu icons, Sky Boot, and what's the third one now? It's right there. We're going to see it. So now, unlimited elements has installed. Let's go to widgets. See, this is its menu right here. So widgets, if I want to go to. So I'm just going to come right here in its search bar and type number. Now we have a number box. Okay, great. Let's see from on the form builder what we have. Number field. Well, that's not what we're looking for. Let's say content boxes. Icon number box. Wouldn't do much. These wouldn't do much. So let's just go and add another plugin. Mind you, These plugins would make your designs incredibly powerful. They're Elementor supporters. Now we're going to add two plugins to this site. First, we're going to look for what's called the plus icon. Sorry, the plus add-on. Yes, the plus add-on. Hold up. Let's take out that add-on. Let's see. The plus is what we're looking for. Okay, can't seem to find it here. The plus Elementor add-on. Okay. I just switched to the for Elementor tab. Okay, we can't. So sorry, you're not allowed. Well, probably because Elementor is still on its free version. Let's search for happy add-ons. That should come up at least. Great, happy add-ons. Now, let's just say install happy add-ons. You could also use essential add-ons. It's also dependable. But my three top powerful plugins are the plus, happy add-ons, unlimited, sorry, let's make that for unlimited elements and elements kit. Really powerful. Now, why are these plugins like my go-to? They're my go-to because you'll find a lot of things you're looking for free on these plugins. Hence the sense, you know, and you won't have to like pay for plugins. There are a lot of things that you don't get on Elementor by default. You have to like get it on the Pro. These plugins bridge that gap. They're going to bring those things to you. Let's just type add-ons so we'll take a look at some of the things we have right there. So we have essential add-ons, we have royal add-ons, we have ultimate add-ons. These are good plugins, by the way. We have elements kit. All these are really brilliant plugins. Good. This is the guy we were looking for, the plus add-on. Install the plus add-on. That's what we're looking for. All these are beautiful plugins as you advance. Once you have, I wish we will all make it to the advanced class where everyone would have like their hosting environment and their domain, so you can test a lot of things. You can test a lot of these products. I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to test these products, these plugins, and see their use, and you know, so you can master them. So I'm just going to go ahead and activate the plus add-on now. Great, activated. First thing I want to do before we go back to to activate happy add-on, first thing I want to do is come to the plus. Say here, just say widgets. It might bring up an onboarding screen. Who knows? Some plugins do that. Sometimes it's pretty annoying, but you know, you have to like follow it through. So it says it's still loading, by the way. You can just ignore this notice. Still loading. The plus add-ons is still loading. If you have a pen and paper, please write this plugin down. Elements kit, the plus add-ons, happy add-ons, unlimited elements. These are powerful plugins that would make your job incredible. So yeah, it brought us to the onboarding screen. It says, how would you like to start? Use Elementor widgets. Continue. Now, these are the widgets it's asking us for. Let's click on icon so it can also come up, give us the icon widgets. Then let's do a Control F real quick here and search for number. We have a number counter, and I think that's the only thing we have for number counter. That's all we have there for number right now. Okay, fine. Let's I'm gonna allow it to install these basic things. Just go ahead and install. Now I'm gonna skip all of this because we don't want any template. I'm gonna skip this as well. We're gonna continue. Skip this as well. Start using. Great. Now scroll down. These are widgets, by the way. Be careful the amount of widgets you have on your site. You don't want to have too many widgets within Elementor. It might make Elementor lag, so you don't want to have like too many things in Elementor. Remember, what we're looking for is an icon, a plugin that can give us a widget that would help us duplicate something as small as that number you saw right there. So hold up, guys. Okay. Hold up. We've taken a look at something. Okay, so we don't have anything number here. Next one I'll do is go to plugins. Let's go on and activate our happy add-ons. See how we're checking to see just something that will give us one widget, just one widget. So happy add-ons. It might come up with its own onboarding screen as well. That's not a problem. Most widgets do. Great, just as I thought. It's on setup wizard. Let's see it through. We're wrapping up the class pretty soon. This sections that are left, trust me, they're a piece of cake. So it says, are you a regular user or a power user? I'm just gonna say, well, I'm a power user. You could skip it if you want. Now open this up. Don't click enable all. It'll activate all these plugins, and we don't need all of them. Just do Control F, search for number. Good, there it is, and thank God it's free. Check it. Now, if you want, since that's the only one we needed, you could just disable the others. Because I told you too many plugins, you could even disable everything here and check just number. Too many widgets in Elementor might slow Elementor down, unless your site is sitting on a powerful server, by the way. So, but for speed and efficiency, I always recommend using and activating just widgets you want to use, because they all have different uses, and so just turn them up, turn them off. We don't want those. We just want one thing. Next. Said I'd like to contribute. I don't want to contribute. The next. Done. Okay, it's setting things up for us. And I think we're good to go. Great. Let's come back to our page. Publish the changes. Then just go ahead and reload, because now if you reload, the widgets that come with happy add-ons are going to find their way into Elementor. Okay, taking a while. This is the section we're working on, pretty easy. This section has got arrows, by the way. Remind me to create and make room for those arrows. I'm gonna have to make room for them. Great, we're here. So first things first, let's delete these guys. That were our attempts. Then let's type number. Good, there it is. And you can see the happy add-on icon there. So what's the text? Let's just call it 1. Boom. What do you know? You see, it doesn't even ask you to design so many things or touch radius or padding. It just comes the way it should. You could just come in and say backgrounds, classic, color, change, 1E, 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 and you're ready. Now, before we go on, we want to right click. See this container? We need to drag it. Let's open our structure. Structure is open. See this right here? This. So first thing I want to do is say container and drag it somewhere here. See where that container went to? Look at structure. See where it arrived? You're just going to drag it to come here. We want that container to sit comfortably. Good. It's now here as a fort container. I'm going to drag this. Great. Then I'm going to duplicate that empty container. Then I'm just going to close this one and drag it up the radar. Now, what you want to do next is how many arrows? 2 arrows, right? We're creating the container for those arrows. So this white one, I'm going to drag it down a bit. Great. Now look at it. This space is for those arrows. All you want to do is just come here and just change the weight to 25%. Come here, this container, change the weight to 25%. Boom. Then you're going to tap on this and click on, well, you got 2 options. You could use an icon or you could use an image. This guy's used an image. How do I know that? When we inspected the site, we went to sources, We went to WP content. I think we clicked on this. Or yeah, let's look. I think we clicked on themes, clicked on this, clicked on assets, clicked on image, and we saw arrow. This. That was what we saw. So you got two options. You could use that. Sorry, you could just download it and use it. Well, let's do that. Or you could come here and just say icon and drag it into the empty box and select the icon and say arrow, which I feel is the simpler way, to put an arrow, because why go all the way to download an image of an arrow when the platform has it? And also there's a tiny bump, which I consider a mistake here. See this space, this tiny space here? It should also be behind for design, for best practice in design. So you could just come in and say this, update the color to be 1E, 1E, 1E. Right? So this is it. But if you want to go all the way to use an image, let's do it in the other one. Drag it here, which I think is unnecessary, by the way. And just come here, and we have to select that image. Arrow. The server can't even process that image because it's an SVG. Unfortunately, we have to go through all the stress to convert it to a PNG. I don't think tonight is the night for that. So let's just use an icon. So next thing you're going to do, maybe ours doesn't look as thick as theirs. Now remember, if you go to the icon library and you type arrow, you're going to see tons of arrows. Now remember, some of these arrows are coming from Elementor's default icons. Switch to this plugins. I want to show you something real quick. Some of those arrow icons you're seeing are coming from menu icons plugin, others are coming from icon element, and others are coming from Sky Boost. How you know is it's right here. Happy Addons has got its own huge icons right here, which is still from one of these plugins. Sky Boot has its own element icon and linear icons, and Themify icons. Elements Kit has got its own as well. So you just want to, navigate and decide the one that fits your design. I think we should use something pretty sleek. Let's see. We can find something sleek. This looks good. If we can find the left. Yeah, looking good. Let's try that one. Hold up. Yeah, let's try that one. Great. So just going to copy it. Then paste it here, then delete that image. Remember, it's on the top. So you come to the container, center, justify content. On the top, container, center, justify content. So the space between this content looks a little too much, right? You just want to come here, click on this, then remove the gaps, then unlink the padding. Come here, remove the gaps, then unlink the padding. So now we have this. Just come here and alignment, center. What are the text? Apply is the text, and then something else underneath. Simple. We're just going to come here and copy this guy. Copy. Come here, paste it. And for text, we're just going to copy this guy. Just to be sure. This look bigger than this. Don't worry, we'll work on our font sizes. And then just paste it. So come here and say apply. Great. And come here and say copy this text. Come here. Switch to code. Always remember, in a text editor, you want to switch to code. So come here. First, I think this one's size is okay. Let's just work on the weight a little bit and make it 600. Then this text, well, it seems kind of okay to me as well. So just copy this and paste it here. Sorry, we're supposed to duplicate this and paste. You could duplicate or copy, whichever. I could even duplicate this. The most important thing is that I drag it to the right place. Duplicate. And drag. Duplicate and drag. Sometimes it just saves time to copy and paste. Like copy, easy, hover, paste. See how simple that is? So we got scan and done. Let's just copy the text for scan first. Come here, switch to code, paste, come here, change this to scan, Let's change this to John. Copy the text for it and come here and switch, paste. Now, look at our content. What you want to do next is come to the mother container for this items. Then you want to just come in here, and add in REM. Why are we doing this? Because it can be on the edges. Look, this isn't entirely on the edges. So it's not a lot of padding they have there, but let's just put 1 and 2. And then left and right could be 1.5 or let's see, it's 2 too much. Yeah, 2 looks too much. So 1.5. 1.5. Then style tab. If you want to edit the border for a container, you don't do it in the advanced tab. You go to the style tab. Now border, look at how theirs is. You could inspect if you want to. Sometimes I just try to like guess the value. But I mean, if I'm gonna inspect radius is 1 rem, well, let's go. 1 rem, just say 1. See, this is what 1 rem looks like. Do I want that? Well, not yet. Now, our button, sorry, our number looks bigger than theirs. So let's just reduce ours a little bit. So first, what you want to do, text. We want that to be a bit bold. We want the text to be a bit bold. And what we want to reduce is the padding. Let's try 0 and see. Okay, so the value is not coming from the padding, it's coming from the side. Make it 24. Not good enough. 32. Not good enough. 40. Look at this. Look at ours. Ours still looks bigger. 38. Remember, we did not have this widget in Elementor. So I'm going to copy it and paste style here. Over on the next one, paste style. Each time you paste style, it just transfers the style. So look here, we made this 1 rem right on top. Let's just go ahead and make it 1.5. I could just tap on this to link it. And I'm just going to copy it and make sure you're on that container, the next one, and hover on it and paste style. Do the same, paste style. Publish. Now, before you go on, you'd notice that this is like compact, right? Just tighten together. It's coming from the width. So you're going to come here and say width. Reduce, we would use 1 to 50 before, but now because we want it to be tight, we're going to try 850. Boom. Let's see. Look at this. Look at ours. Let's try 900. Then publish. There's a space between their text. See, I'm taking note of key details. Space between their text and this content. You could add it in 2 ways. You could just say, come to the text itself, advanced tab, I'll link this rem, put a bottom padding. That's one way, right? That's like an easy way. Or you could go to the mother container and just say gaps, make it 40. Hold up. Come this way, come to gaps. Well, not taking effect. Hold up, let me see. Yes, that's the overall container. Maybe it's because it's not recognizing the space between a text and another container. Let's try a different value. Okay, so Elementor seems to be stuck on what it has. And in which case, doing it on the text is best. Just punch it down a bit. Right. This looks like what we've got there. I'm gonna add it a bit, let's see. Great. So save. Now it's been published. Let's refresh and take a look. We missed one tiny thing. I'm going to fix it right now. So this is loading. Okay, look at where ours start. This is where theirs start. This is where ours start, which means ours is a little too tight. You want to come to the overall container and say 1,000 and save it. Now I'm going to tell you what we missed. See, as you navigate their columns, you see like a green border coming up, but on ours, it's not happening yet. Let's go fix that. We're going to come back to this container. First, we hover on theirs to know what green they're using. So I'm hovering, I'm inspecting theirs right now, searching for that green. Yeah, I got it. Copy it. Great. Close the tab. Come back here. Now, here, I'm going to come to Style tab, come to Border, come to Hover, because that's what we need. And the border type, solid for hover. Size, sorry, the width, 1. Radius, well, about the exact same thing. And KX. Color, I'm going to make it that one you copied. It's coming up. You can't see it yet, but I'll show you it's coming up. Do the same thing for the next one. Border, over tab, solid, 1, border color, paste this, radius, 10. Do the same thing for the third container. Style tab, border, over tab, border type, solid, width, 1, because 1 is okay. If you make it like 11, it's going to be too thick. See, this is what 11 looks like. And because it's a hover border effect, you can't see it until you hover on it. So hover on it, see how huge it is. If you reduce it a bit to like maybe 12, 122, 122, this is what it looks like. So if you reduce it to 12, to maybe like 12, still too much. So we use 1, because that's what they use there. So 1 it is. Now, put a radius on that as well. Color, update, save. Now, refresh ours. Boom. So I come in, see? We've got ours. Same way they have theirs. But if you notice, there's a black border coming up. Do you notice that? Before the green, just watch this. The black, there's the black playing around. Let me tell you where it's coming from. Come back to this tab, come to normal now. That color is coming from here. So you're just going to click on this. You're going to drag this to ensure it goes transparent so that no border attempts to appear when it's normal. Or you could like say none. Right? Do this. Come here, just to be on the safe side. Drag its border color. That's for the active, right? And so type none. Watch. Hold up. I still see the black. Let's tweak it a bit. Stay solid. Now it's going to respect that order because it's on solid, but the color is transparent. By the way, you're just playing around with a plugin to get what you want. Solid. I don't say it now, but here it's strong. So come here, just say, leave the border as it is. Just take out its power by making it completely transparent. Now save. Remember, this is what we currently have. The transition is not smooth. See, it's not smooth because there's a black color coming up. Here, pretty easy, smooth. Now, because we've worked on it, refresh. Let's see. Boom. Told ya. So we just paralyze the black color, the black colored border coming up, and we have this. Great. So now we've created up until this level. They have a text here, a button here. Remember this button? Let's go. Just copy it here. Copy. Where do you want to paste it? You want to paste it right under this text. So what you want to do is over here on this container and just paste. Then you want to come to alignment on the style position, make it center. Look at it. It's got some space, right, between. So you want to come here and just say padding, rem, put it up. Great. Now you have that space. Now you have that space. So now, but there's a tiny difference. When you hover on it here, the color changes to this. This green is coming from that same green we use for this border. So we're just going to go there, border, over, copy that green color, Come to the button now. Come to hover effect. Text is black here. So text should still be black, but the color for the border is what we're changing. Sorry, hold up. Okay, come here. For the type, let's say, okay, hold up, guys. Switch over now. I think something's wrong with how the button picks a color. Okay, maybe my mistake there. Let's do it here. Put a color. Put it here. Awesome. Great. So there it is. That says get your free account. Let's just update ours. Get your free. How did it spell the free? Awesome. Account. I think with an exclamation point, an exclamation mark. Yay. Boom. So next is these containers, which are pretty much the easiest containers to build because it's just two containers sitting in one. So easy peasy. What you want to do is come here and say, create this left to right. Don't forget, create it. Click on the empty tab, come to container and drag it. By the way, if you have questions, please put them in the comment, the inbox there. So now we have this here. Come back to structure. See structure? Don't forget our structure. Let's drag it out a bit because we want structure to give us real-time stuff. We don't want to scroll down too much. So this is that container. Just duplicate it. Great. This is it, left to right. You're going to go and add your paddings first. On link, rem, let's say 8 on top, 8 on the bottom. Well, let's go and find out the color they're using because this is not white. Just inspect. It's probably F2, but who knows? Okay, background color F2, just to be sure. Let's use the pencil. Yep, that's what it is. So copy, lock it up. Come here, style tab, background, classic, color. Boom, we've got this. Next thing is they have an image here. So you just want to come here and say, copy image, and paste it here. While we work on that, they have a text here. You just want to go copy. You could copy your existing values, really. Just copy this one and paste it here. But remember, because this is centered in its alignment, you're going to come to style and change it to start. Then you're going to come here and say, we serve globally minded companies of all sizes. Copy that. Come here, switch to content, paste it. Of all sizes, you want to make sure it always breaks out of all sizes. So you want to add a line break. So this arrow, BR, and close it. Great. Next thing you want to do is copy the text. So just come here, copy this one because we never touched that, and paste. And switch its alignment to left. And you want to start copying the text they have. Copy. And paste. You want to duplicate it. Copy the next text. Come here. Code. Paste. Copy the next one. I told you this is the easiest section. I'm sure you're seeing it now. Duplicate. Code. Paste. Copy the last one. Duplicate. Code. Paste. Then take your image. Right-click. Save image. Yep. Come here. Click on this. Change your image. That's the one you just downloaded. Select it. It's going to come up. Now remember to set your weight. We use 1/250. Great. Publish. Let's look at this. Centered, centered. So we want to just click on this. Make sure justify contents is on center. Click on this, make sure to back onto the center. Great, so now you have that. Excuse me. Now, you see the structure of this site, this design, right? You want to have the same thing here, but just with different background color and the text switch to it's easy. You're just going to come here and duplicate the mother container. Duplicate. You have it here. Now, pretty easy. How do you switch these things? Don't worry, you don't have to copy and drag them from left to right. No, just come here. Come to the direction flow and make it reversed. Boom. That was easy, right? I know. Come here, copy your text again, get local accounts, come here, and paste. Copy the first text, come here, switch the code, and paste. Come here, copy this, switch the code, and paste. Come here, copy this, switch the code again on the third one, and paste. And come here, copy this, switch the code, the fourth one, and paste. What do you say? There was no button here, but there's a button here. Easy peasy. You're just going to go ahead and copy that button. And come here, over on this last item, paste it. Right? See, it's centered. So come to Start tab, come to Position, make it left. What does that say? Get started. So you want to just edit your text to get started. Easy peasy. Let's look long. See the pattern? So you just want to come to Style tab and increase yours to 4 left and 4 on the right. So publish. Don't forget this overall container, Style tab, then make it white because this is white. Boom. Image. Come here, take this image, save it. We've got it. Come here, edit your image. Drag it. Select. And there you have it. You've created this. Pretty easy, I know. Next thing is this one. Easy because you have this structure already. You just have to drag it. So just come here, copy this, copy, and come down here and paste. Boom. First thing you want to change is the image. Take this one out. Come back here, take the image, save it, copy this text while you're at it. Already used or already in use. So just copy this, drag that image first. Uploading, select, it's going to come up. Come to the heading, change it. You already use. So do a line break, B, R, and close. Sorry, hold up. I did BN, so the line did not break. It's supposed to be BR. Great. Now, text. Truly Financial fits right into your existing one. So copy it. Come to the first one, switch the code, paste. Next is link your account, yada, yada, yada. Come here, come to the next widget, paste. The next one is selling on marketplaces like Amazon and eBay. Come here, come here, come here, code, paste. Copy this, come here, paste. Duplicate it so we have one more for the next one. Copy this, come here, and paste. What next? There's a space between these two texts. It's coming from line height, not padding. So you're just going to come here, come to Style tab, come to Typography, line height. I can like to switch it to EM and make it 1.2, well, 1.4 until it gives you the exact thing. So remember we had a text like that here. So you want to just copy this style and go back there and paste it. So this one would also be properly spaced because I believe it is. It is. So there you have it. Publish, and we're going to go take a look. Now, see, they didn't put a space here. You see this image? It's like right next to this, right? And we have it like right next to it as well because they didn't put a space in. But I'm going to tell you the truth. For best practice, always have a space in. Now, what way would you put that space in? If you come to the overall container, come to layout, unlink this, and do column. You can make it 50 You could make it 80, right? Just make sure there's a space there. An alternative, if you don't want to do that, is to come to one of the containers and add a left or a right margin or padding. If I add a padding here and I say right and I say 40, see, it's going to create that space regardless. So, but we don't want to do that here because we're trying to create exact same thing as we see on the Truly Financial. So just publish this. I think this is one of the simplest classes. I don't know if you share the same feeling. So refresh, let's take a look. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Nice. You almost can tell the difference between both sides right now. See this? See this? Boom, 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 boom. Quite difficult to tell the difference if you ask me. See this? So next thing we want to create is this. This is what we want to create next. Simple plans. I'm sorry, our time is fast spent. If you know you don't have the time, but you could, take a break and we'll paste the class regardless. This section is the section we're not going to create tonight because this that you're looking at is not created within Elementor. Why and how do you know this? If you click on this, it's going to take you to a news. Let's open it in a new tab and see. See, it's going to take you, and it says in the URL here, trulyfinancial.com/blog. So that tells you that that's a news, right? So since it's a news, this thing you're looking at here, everything, this 3 blocks, this 3, has to be called forth with a widget, a specific widget called like a post widget or a post archive widget. In Elementor, we have that. You could just come in and say post. See? Blog/post listing. So we don't have posts on this site because we're building from scratch, which means even if you drag this, it's not going to have anything to show us. So we're going to keep this. In the advanced class, we talk about things like this, where you get to see how to build that layout. So what we're creating right now is this guy. This is what we're creating right now. And it's quite easy because you can already tell. 2 containers, simple thing. Container 1, container 2. Pretty easy. So let's just go ahead and do that. If you want a shortcut, really, you could just do this, like duplicate this guy. Instead of building it from scratch, right? You could duplicate this guy and then customize this guy. But let's just build from scratch because a lot of persons are watching. So left to right. Now come here. Mind you, if you don't want to come and like drag a container, since this is a new container, you could just like copy it itself and then paste it right there as well. See, gives you the same effect. So we'll on this one or call out structure to show you. So there's a structure, duplicate. Now you got this. Now make this, add your padding on link, rem. I like to use 8 and I like to use 8. Sorry, it's not rem yet. Rem, 8 and 8. Set your colors first. I want to set my color to, well, 1E, 1E, 1E. Now, this one is a little bit different because you see this image is to the right. Let's get that image first. Inspect, come to sources, come to WP content, come to themes, come to this place, come to this one, come to image, and let's search for it. Okay, we can't find it there. It's probably in WP content uploads. Yeah, it's going to be in uploads. So check this, check this. Nope, 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 nope. 2022. Nope. That. Nope. Still checking. Still checking. I'm certain that they have it here. Just have to know the right folder to check. Okay. Not found. We haven't found it yet. So let's still see this. Assets. It's not going to be that. It's going to be under images. And it's probably there and just incredibly invisible. Rainbow search. No. Okay. There it is, the globe. There it is. So I'm just going to save image. Great, we've saved it. So now, first thing, I know your first thought is to drag an image here. Well, let's try that. Drag an image here. Come here. Come to uploads. Oh, mind you, I think that's an SVG file. Hold up. I think it's an SVG file. So let's just do the SVG to PNG cloud converter and see. I don't know if we still have units on cloud converter, but we're about to find out if we do. While that is working, just going to go ahead and say globe. I didn't even take note of what it is. Oh, okay, it's in PNG. Great, we don't have to convert it. So I'm going to go ahead and upload it. Great, globe is uploading. It's taking some time. Select. So this is globe. Now, but you would notice that this is this way. How do you deal with something like this? Well, if you must put it in the container, remember, this is to the edge, right? If you must put it in a container, well, in that case, your width cannot be boxed. Your width has to be full width, right? And then globe comes to the edge. And then you have to take out the bottom padding. See, now it's on the edge. But is that the only way to achieve this? No, it's not. It's not the only way. You could put it back, put back your padding, come back, switch it from forward to boxed, and delete the image entirely. There's another approach. You could come here, say style. You already have the color. Pick an image. Pick this, put it. Now look at it. You see globe attempting to repeat itself. So one on the left, the other on the right. Just come to repeat and say no repeat. And that one is gone. Come to position and say, well, however you want it. Say top center, and it moves that way. Center, center, and it moves this way. So left center, and it comes here. I want to say left bottom or center bottom or something. Sorry. Let's look for that. Bottom left. This is it. So top left. Let's try top left. Great. Now, next thing is what's going to give that spacing is the content. Let's go here. What do they have? This is what they have. Simple plans for global business growth. So what you're going to copy is this guy because it's that font. It's different font. So just come here and paste it. You're going to change the color to white first. 1, 2, 3. We're almost done, guys. It's really close. So what's the text size they're using? I'm going to assume it's the same text size as this guy, where business meets. So we're going to test something like 50. Great. We have this. Simple plans for global growth. Let's just copy that, come to content and paste it. See, it's together, so we break it with this code, BR. Done. Line height. Let's make it EM 1.4. Great. Excuse me. Next is text. You want to copy this? Just copy any of your text. Come here, paste it. See, it's attempting to go to the side, which means you have to come to your container and switch it to bottom. It's from your direction. So you come to that text, make it white and text color. Great. And you come here and copy what they have. Mind you, because it's got something like bullet points in it, you just want to copy the entire thing if you can. Now, if you copy the entire thing, you come here in a text editor. Because it's got bullet points, if you switch to code and paste it like this, it's not going to capture your bullet points because code attempts to collect your text raw, right? So close it, come to visual, paste it. See, it respected your bullet points and your bullet points are there. Now you see there's no space between per year and this copied it like word for word, everything along with the links. Notice this link, it copied even that and its own color is green. Yours is red because your site is using red right now for link color. So there's a space here. There's no space here between per year and the next line, but has a little. I mean, sorry, theirs has have a little space. So to do that, you just want to come to where it says per year and add a line break. Hold up, hold up. I'm gonna switch to code, or you just hit enter. Boom, and take out the bullet point. Good. Shift and enter. I held shift and enter. And now we have this. Now, this empty container, you don't want it to be just empty there. You could just add something like a spacer, just like what you put in a container, to like just let it hold up things. Now, come to our mother container. Come here and look. This is what you have. It's as sleek as this. So that tells you something. You want to reduce, hold up, this container. Just a second, guys. Hang in there. We're searching for the spacer. Yeah, this is the spacer that we have in there. The spacer is trying to take up the whole height. Let's delete that. Let's copy a text in there. Hold up, guys. We're trying to see what's responsible for it taking up all the height. Hold on. Delete this. Come here. Well, max height set to 0. Let's introduce the spacer again, because we don't want it to be like totally empty. The height is coming from somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where. Let's look at this. Okay, this guy has got more space. So switch this. The width, let's say 40%. Let's say 45%. Then the padding on top. Hold up. Overall container. Cover. Forgot to switch that. Now let's see. So if switching this makes our image appear like this, oh, maybe it shouldn't be there. Let's try the other approach, the first one. Putting it in a container, delete this. Want to make sure that we get exactly what they have on Truly Financial. Copy this, select image. Let me see. Because I'm saying something, there's a tiny space between both containers. Okay, great. In that case, you shouldn't bother being 45. Just stick with what you are. And just come here, move from box to full width. Padding for the bottom should be 0. Yes, padding should be 0. Come to this container, unlink the gaps, advanced, remove the padding as well. Great, excellent. So now we have this. This is the image looking too big. Let's set it to full because we need it to maintain its quality. So for width, let's say 70%. Align it to the left. Great. You're going to come on this place. Make this 80%, not 100. If you make it 80%, because, if you look at this properly, this looks like it has more space. It doesn't look like half to me. So let's say 80%, then come to the image. Let it take up all the space. Let's see what it's trying to do. So 80. Great. Come here. Now let's go look at it in the front page. Delete this tab. Awesome. It's coming together. I think we're going to add like a dummy. Let's add a dummy Let's add a dummy, what's it called now? Container. Let's add a dummy container underneath. So it won't be like too glued to the footer and we can't tell the difference. So let's add a dummy container there. This should serve as our dummy container. So just publish this temporarily. Okay. Now refresh because what we want to take a look at is this guy properly. Okay, I see a problem. We need paddings on left and right. So let's do 8 on the right. And on the left, you can't add paddings because if you add paddings on this part, it will push that image. See? So you don't add paddings here. So let's just make this 16 REM. Publish. And see, there's no space under. You want to come here in this container itself, unlink its padding first, and then add the bottom padding. Hold up, don't worry. I know you see that the container is jumping up. Funny. So you see the image jumping up, don't worry. Just come to its own container and do align to the bottom and publish now. These are the tweaks that will help us get exactly what we want. So come here, we don't need this right now. Let me see. This is best. Yeah, we're good to go. So publish. Let's take a look. Now refresh. Great. So this is what we have. The space on the bottom of ours is a little too much. So maybe we should just reduce it a bit to 7. Let me see there. Yeah, 7 will do. So guys, this is how to duplicate this thing. This is how to recreate this. I think ours is even prettier because look at our image. Look at this. If you ask me, I'd say ours looks really pretty. So refresh. Maybe we want this guy. Manipulate the width. Take up all the space. The height. Hold on, guys. Trying to test something. I want to test the theory. Remove the button. Save this. Let's see the full height. No, refresh. So this is the full height. Okay, great. Okay, great. Max width. It should be 80. Yes. So refresh. Sorry, we're refreshing the wrong page. So this is what we have. So refreshing. Now this is what we have. Now, before we go, I'm going to test the theory real quick. Copy this, come to this button, paste it, go to the background, and pick the image again. Let's try it one more time. Now, location should be on the left, just like we want it to be. This image, we're just going to say, hold up. This image, we're just going to make it, delete it right now. Now, come back here, come to this. It's full, it's set to cover. Display size, contain. How about contain? Custom. So reduce with custom. Hold up. Come to this. Come to advanced. I'm trying to test the theory. Like I said, there are multiple ways to achieve some of these things. So I'm trying to test the theory. Come back to this custom, reduce the weight a bit. Let's see, where's theirs? Okay, come here. Make this just 90. So it pushes it a bit. Come to the background. Reduce. So image resolution should be full. Now save this. Let's go take a look at it. Come to this, refresh. So this is the first one with the image. The next one is on the bottom. I think this is the one that looks the most like theirs. So let's just reduce it a bit to 41%. If you don't want to go all the way to check by refreshing your page, you could just push this panel to see what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Okay, open the panel again. Reduce it a bit to 30. And push the panel. And this is what 30 looks like. Not enough. 35. In fact, I dare to say 38. And push the panel. This is what 38 looks like. This is theirs. This is ours. Sorry. This is ours. That's what 38 looks like. So I think open this. I think 38 is better. I'm just going to save it. Then we can copy it as a container and come here and paste it. I've pasted it. Let's delete the one we did with the image, the picture, remember? Delete it. So there's nothing in the second container. Just going to save. Let's see how it appears. It might be better. Close, delete that one on the bottom. Now this container doesn't really need any content. We just want an empty white container here. Could delete everything inside of it. We just want an empty white container to make sure that we know that that is not linked to our footer. Let's just delete it. And we still want it to maintain a height that makes it visible. So we're just going to switch. Let's say 100 px, not enough. So 250. Sorry, that's the height and it's not responding. Let's say VH. 100, great. Make it 50. 50, too small. 80, 70 it is. So publish. Now let's go see. I tried to tweak the image because it looks to me like it's sitting in the background, which is why I moved it to the background. Now, this is theirs. Now this is ours. Let's refresh. Excuse me. Okay. Boom. Let's look at it. This is theirs. This is ours. This is theirs. This is ours. This is theirs. And this is ours. So I can see a tiny difference. I can see a difference. First difference I can see, this is ours, this is theirs, this is ours. First difference I can see is our text needs to be pushed the more by reducing this container to 90 because we want to push it to the other side. The next thing we want to do is we want to add like more depth to this. Okay, let's save it. Now, let me see the bottom space, our bottom space, their bottom space, our bottom space. That seems pretty okay to me. Because our text is like long all the way, while theirs is like compact. That's just what I'm worried about. So, okay, this is ours, this is theirs, this is ours, this is theirs. Let's touch on ours a little bit, just one more time. Width, make it 80 this time around. Okay, Now let's save. Let's refresh rather. Great. This is what we want. This is theirs. This is ours. This is theirs. This is ours. To make it look more like this, we could just push our image a bit. Custom, push it to 43, maybe. Close it. Let's look. Yeah. Uh-huh. Great. This is good. Good. 43 it is. So I'm just going to hit publish. And we have come to the end of our class for tonight. Guys, if you have questions, because our time is fast spent, please send it to the group. And I am going to take it up in our next class. It's a promise. If you have questions, please send it to the group. Let's refresh and see. And okay, so the thing I skipped, which I said I was going to talk about, which I said I was going to show you, is hold up. I skipped a CSS code. I think I'm going to save it for our next class. So we talk about CSS codes. It's really powerful. CSS codes are the reason you can see some designs. Like if you look at this, you see this thing here. It's the work of a CSS code. If you look at this, it's the work of a CSS code, the work of a CSS code, the work of a CSS code. It's not merely an underline button, an underline a line. It's just a CSS code. So guys, we've come to the end of our class. Thank you for your patience and your commitment. And I would see each and every one of us in the next class. Have a wonderful, wonderful night rest. Thank you.